motor vehicles, you have to first of all not be too specific or too narrow in your definition of a motor vehicle. Okay? Not a car and a pickup truck. Okay, it's everything. It's a car, it's a pickup truck, it's a boat, it's anything that requires a title. Okay, so it can be a motor home, it can be a whatever, you know. That's all considered a motor vehicle. Now in Oklahoma, if you have no more than 2 motor vehicles, those motor vehicles can be transferred by it's what's called a no probate or a no estate affidavit. And if you can find them online, if you need one, call me, I can get you one and I can print it off, not a problem. And all you do, you fill it out and you say, this person passed away, there's not going to be a probate, there's not going to be an estate administration, reissue the title in the name of so-and-so. And then they take it to the tag office and they will reissue the title. You can do that to 2 motor vehicles, and that's all. If you have more than 2 motor vehicles, say if you have 2 cars and a motorcycle, you know, really you're in a situation where you need to put a joint owner on one of the vehicles so that you get down to only 2. Now with motor vehicles, first of all, going back to land, when you get your deed, if you're a married couple and it says John and Mary, okay, that word "and" in the middle doesn't mean anything. Now if you get a motor vehicle and the title says John and Mary, that "and" in the middle makes a huge deal. Okay? If the connector between the 2 names is "and," then the only way to transfer that motor vehicle is for both of you to sign it. Sign the deed. If the connector is "or if the connector is "and/or, then that motor vehicle can be transferred on the signature of either of you. So, by having someone on there as an or as an and/or, if one of you passes away, the survivor can go ahead and still transfer the property and not have to have a probate or an estate administration. Okay? Now, for a person who is a single person, that's a little more problematic. If you're a single person and you have more than 2 motor vehicles, then you have to decide, okay, am I going to put somebody else on this title? Am I going to put my adult child on this title? And that's often what people do if they have more than one motor vehicle. But again, if you only have 1 or 2 motor vehicles, it can pass just on the affidavit, the Oklahoma Tax Commission affidavit.